Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. This is my third try at doing a live feed from Clam Pass here in North Naples, Florida. Hopefully the third time is the charm. It's an absolutely beautiful Sunday morning on Memorial Day weekend. I wish you were here with me. Remember the reason for this holiday. Take time out to honor those that fought so bravely and made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, those brave men and women who died for you and me, so we could come out and enjoy our beach on this holiday and have our cookouts and spend time with our family. May God rest their souls. God bless them and their families. God bless America, our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. I love this place. "74 degrees. Gonna get up to about 90. We got a pretty good chance of seeing some rain here later today. We'll see what happens. We need it desperately. Keep our fingers crossed. Get up to around 90 today. Doesn't feel bad though. Not a lot of humidity this morning, so not feeling bad at all. Clam Pass Park over there on the other side on the south shore. Water temperature 84 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry, 86 degrees. I'm going to take a little stroll up the park. I was going to try to hang around Clam Pass here, but I kept losing my T-Mobile cellular connection this morning. It was beautiful here when I got here this morning. Oh my goodness. Wait until you see all the snowy egrets that were down here waiting for me. Unbelievable. There was a little sandbar in the pass. There was just piles of them. Tons of little snowies. I left my flip-flops over here. Hopefully I won't lose my cellular connection when I come back here and get them. I want to show you this little prayer tree over here. Boy, it's loaded with seashells. Loaded. This one little tree here. People have said a lot of prayers here. A lot of these shells are hung in memory of a loved one that's passed. Look at them all. That's a lot of little shells. Beautiful, isn't it? I love Clam Pass in the morning. Wiggins Pass, Clam Pass. What do you think? Do you love it too? How can you look at this and not love it? Hey Robert, good morning. The sun just hitting the sand, hit that peninsula over there. Coming up over the trees. Can you hear that osprey calling out in the background? It's over on the other side of the pass. There's a dead tree right over in there. It's sitting up on top of it. There was two of them up there earlier. when I lost my connection when I tried zooming into them. All the birds have kind of flown the coop here. The sun's behind the trees. There it is. There's our sun. I wasn't sure if we're going to see it. We're not here. Gotta wait for it to get a little higher as we walk up the beach. Listen to that osprey singing up a storm. So this morning, I walked down here from Vanderbilt Beach Park, which is about a 2-mile walk. In my travels, I noticed 7 sets of sea turtle tracks on the beach. Hopefully a couple of them will turn out to be a successful nest, a new nest. Several of them went way up into the dunes, and we don't walk into our dunes, so I really couldn't tell if they were good or not. A couple looked promising that I could see. As of yesterday morning, on the stretch of beach here from Clam Pass up to the north end of Vanderbilt Beach, up by Del Norwiggins there, 52 nests so far. It's not as many as we had this time last year. Last year we broke our records for sea turtle nests, but sadly the hurricanes wiped a lot of them out. Big numbers, but no hatchings. Sad. But anyway, they're coming. 52 is not a bad number. It's just we got spoiled. We got spoiled last year. Tide's coming in fast. Yeah, this shore right here was lined with little snowy egrets, great snowy egrets, some little herons. I don't know if they're little blues or tries. It was awesome. Wait till you see the video. I got carried away this morning with the birds. I couldn't get enough of them. Such a beautiful sight. I hope the video turned out. How's the weather up in your neck of the woods or down in your neck of the woods? A lot of you still seeing some icky weather. I'm sorry. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. This morning, when all the birds were lining the shore here, this water was alive with little fish jumping up out of the water. Bigger fish chasing them. They had the big fish on one side and the birds on the other side, corralling all the little pinfish, the bait fish. Now it's kind of quieted down. A lot of erosion here. I don't know if you've been noticing that. Marker 36 Beach Club for the folks in Pelican Bay here. A lot of little shells uncovered here as the beach washes away. Still seeing a lot of that manatee grass on the beach. Not so much right in here, but some a little higher up on the beach, drying out and decomposing. This spaghetti like hay, like straw, like white stuff we've been seeing on the beaches of Southwest Florida. Manatee grass. The manatees eat it, but it's green when it's in the water. This is like the tops of it that broke off and floated around for a while, got bleached out, washed ashore. Manatee grass, not harmful. A lot of people still asking what it is. Now you know, let everybody else know. What little bit I know, I try to share with you. This water should be looking good as the tide comes in. It's always best when the tide's coming in. Got a little spit here, a little spit of sandbar. It'll be underwater here soon. So we look up towards Bay Colony, those condos up there, and Vanderbilt Beach off in the distance. So yeah, sunny this morning, and then it's going to start getting cloudier as the morning progresses. Like I said earlier, a good chance for some rain this afternoon. Much needed rain. It'll be should be a good early morning for the beach. This is the time I don't want to go to the beach. I want to get out of here. I'll do my beach walk, and I will get out of here before the crowds arrive. It's going to be a mob scene. An absolute mob scene. What you got planned for the holiday? Get an extra day off work. Doing anything special? What you doing today? Cooking out? Hanging with friends, family, grandkids? Just sitting around the house with the fur babies? What's your plans? Susan, good morning. Thanks for the stars. Whoever sent some stars, I appreciate that. I couldn't be out here walking the beach in the morning if it wasn't for your generosity. Remember that. I gotta pay the bills. But I'd rather do this than go somewhere else and earn a little moolah to supplement the old Social Security. That little bit of Social Security that I get. Tips are hugely appreciated, my friends. If you want to send a little token of appreciation every now and then, you can find a link to my PayPal account and my Venmo account in the description of this post. And I do thank you very, very much. Think about subscribing to my Southwest Florida Television Facebook page if you're liking what you're seeing. Every now and then I share a little special video for my subscribers. Good morning. Kathy, good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Southwest Florida Television Beach family. I wish y'all were here walking with me. Walking instead of watching. Get your toes in the sand and in the water. No better way, in my opinion, to start the day than at the beach. So those 7 sets of sea turtle tracks that I saw walking down here this morning. See those condos up there on the beach? I didn't see any between there and to the north, to Vanderbilt Beach Park, where I came in. But from those condos south is where I saw the crawls. Kind of odd. You know, this 2-mile stretch of beach between the pass and Vanderbilt Beach Park. You'd think there'd be a few more than 7 crawls last night. But we're not in our active season yet. It's just starting. Next month gets a little busier. Then we get a peak, like in July. Then it starts slowing down again. Let's hope we have a really, really, really busy nesting season and no storms this summer. I don't see our turtle patrol on the beach yet. There was an osprey attempting to build a new nest. There was a palm tree up here. I don't see. There's a dead palm tree. It lost its top. And the last time we were down here, the osprey was trying to build a nest. It's right over in here. I can see the osprey sitting back on top of the tree. Let's see that dead palm tree right here in front of us. Not looking too successful there. Looks like it started. They love sitting on top of those trees, perching up there and looking into the Gulf for their breakfast or lunch or dinner to come swimming by. That sun's so bright. There is an osprey. Oof, sitting back in here. I don't know if I can see it up there. It's about as close as I can get you. Beautiful birds. There's a lot of ospreys back in here. A lot. Tons of ospreys back in here. Little chirping coming out of it. There's 2 of them. I see this one. I don't know where the other one is. I can hear a second one back in there. Can you hear him? There it went. Cool beans. Ooh, that sun's bright. Yeah, let's continue our walk up the beach. It's always fun stopping and doing a little bird watching. Now that I can see a little better, I can see the sea a little better. It's amazing. I can see all the way up the beach. I can see if the Turtle Patrol folks are out there, and I don't see them yet. If you're out having a good time, partaking of some adult beverages over the holiday, be responsible, don't drink and drive. Let somebody else do the driving, Uber, taxi, whatever, hitchhike, do whatever, take the bus. Ooh, there's another osprey. Just be responsible. I don't want to scare it. I don't want to get too close here, but I can get you a good look at one here. It doesn't take off right in the middle of the screen. Staring out into the water. Another one of our gorgeous ospreys. Beautiful birds, the osprey, the sea hawk. It's an osprey morning. See if I can snap a photo of that. Hang tight. Oh, focus. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Might be able to get underneath it here. Oh, nope, didn't like that. Oh, went out into the water. This is all fish. Ah, pretty cool. Went behind me and into the water. Little prayer trees popping up all along our beach. That's what we call the trees when folks hang their seashells in them, prayer trees. People say a prayer. A lot of times they hang a shell in memory of a loved one that's passed away. We saw a beautiful one up at Clam Pass with the start of this video. So remember, they're not seashells put here for you to just take as souvenirs. A lot of these shells have some pretty significant meaning to folks. So leave them be. Should be coming up on one of those sea turtle crawls there shortly. I don't know how long of a live feed this is going to be. I got to save some battery. Save some battery power for Vanderbilt Beach Park. See what that looks like. What kind of a mess that is. this morning. I went out there last year for Memorial Day. Holy cow. It was nuts. There were so many people there blasting music on top of each other. Here's a false crawl right here. I think this was a loggerhead. Loggerheads are our most common sea turtles here, then our green sea turtles. We had one leatherback here, which is very unusual on Vanderbilt Beach. Oh, there's definitely a false crawl here. You can see the tracks. She just came up and did a roundabout. Just the U-turn. A wide U-turn. One of these mornings I'm going to get lucky and see another one of these girls on the beach. Hey, don't forget, fill in your holes, level your sandcastles, do all the good stuff, pick up your trash. We don't need to be creating any more obstacles for our sea turtles or other human beings, not just the sea turtles. Well, that's a false crawl there. Like I said, there was a couple that looked promising up ahead of me. We get 2 out of 7. That'd be all right. Not sure why it's taking the turtle folks so long to get down here. They must be doing the north end. They must be doing Vanderbilt Beach first, then they'll come down in here to Pelican Bay. I love this stretch of beach here. Just undeveloped. That's what I like. A lot of shells along the shore here, actually up high. See them up on the high tide line here? Look at them all. Wow. Whew. Crunching all the seashells. Got my flip-flops on because there's a lot of shells on this beach. Especially when you get down to the south here. Very small too. These are all very, very small shells, but if you do some digging, you find something nice in there, I'm sure. Yeah, beautiful little scallop. That's a beauty. And get some light on it. Looks like a little cockle over here. Little cockle shell. Those are small. Little treasures, but Take your time, sift through that. You're bound to find a prize, a little gem. And there's little piles like that all down the beach here, all up and down the beach. Now here the tide coming in and out kind of spreads them out on the beach. Makes it a little easier to see them. See what I'm saying here? All these little piles. You can see them all along the beach here. A sheller's paradise. Nothing's jumping out at me. Strange. Alright, where's another one of those turtle crawls? Something they started doing here, I'm guessing just to keep people further away from the nests, is they're using like a double barrier system. You know, they stake off an area with the ribbons, the caution tape. They put an extra barrier around the nest, which is in the center. I'm assuming it's to keep people further away from the nest. That's nest number 40 right there, by the way. Remember, don't tamper with the nest. Keep your distance. Take pictures. It's fun to keep track of how many we have. Hands off. Here's a crawl here. This is an old crawl from yesterday. I see some tracks here. Right down in there. She went up and turned around up in there somewhere. Looks like right up in there is where she kind of turned around, hit that dead tree there. That stopped her and she turned around. Another nest up ahead of us. There's the Turtle Patrol heading down now. I see the lights on their vehicle. On their mule. You can see how they have that one marked off with the double barrier. That It's nest number 15. That's an older one. Again, there was 52 nests on this stretch of beach as of yesterday morning. So now there's going to be some more. That's for sure. Let's see. I think I see an osprey. I see an osprey nest on the stand. I think I see an osprey down low in one of the trees up here. There is a lot of ospreys. It's mating season. If you notice our white ibises, they're usually orange. Their beaks and legs are orange, but now they're turning red because it's mating season. That's how you can tell. See if I can zoom into this one here. The nest is, see the stand there, just to the right of that tree. Then the osprey's up in here. See if I can get you in a little closer on this one. It's sunning itself, looking at the sun. Kind of has its back to us. Was stretching its wings out there a minute ago. Beautiful when they stretch their wings out. Come on, stretch your wings out. A little scratching always feels good on a Sunday morning. As soon as I turn the camera away, it's going to stretch those wings. I know it. That's what they always do. They're like, hey, you're not paying me, so I'm not performing. Great morning for watching ospreys, huh? Great morning. Right there. So cool. So cool. I'm pretty sure that's its nest right there. Let's see, little baby heads popping up. Little chicks, osprey chicks, chickadees. Well, I saw on Facebook some fisherman captured a photo of two green sea turtles mating out in the water. That's pretty cool. Looks like they float. Looks like the female floats up on top of the water. It's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. It's another set of tracks. This one looks kind of promising to me. Maybe, maybe not. But here's the tracks. Looks like she spent a little time over here. There's definitely some spray, some sand pushed up. She did some digging. So that could turn into a nest. Keep our fingers crossed. The more the merrier, that's for sure. These are the tracks coming out of the water right in here. Those are the tracks going back. How about you? Having a good time? Beautiful, beautiful walk. More piles of shells. Ha! Look at them all. Man. Doesn't look like anybody's been digging in these piles. I'm saving them for you. There's what's left of a little, looks like maybe an apple murex shell. What's left of one. Nice little hole for hanging on a small branch. I could put that in my pocket for one of our shell trees. Hey, yesterday I shared a video, a Kauai Chobe Animal Preserve video. Scroll down a little ways and you'll find that video on Facebook and YouTube. Check it out and give it a share. Fun place, Kauai Chobe Animal Preserve. Love to see it out there. Love to see it in our Kauai family. Really cool oyster shell. I don't know, it looks like an oyster. Looks like a paw. Look at that. That's cool looking. Very cool looking. Man, I can't get over how many shells there are along the beach here. Gazillions. How many's in a gazillion? Amazing. Good morning. Well, a little bit longer here. And I'm going to call it a morning on the live feeds. First live feed wasn't very long. Sorry about that. I could not get a connection down by Clam Pass. It was beautiful down there this morning too. Oh well, it happens. It happens a lot down there for some reason. Another set of turtle tracks up here. This one, she stayed tight on her crawl here. The two sets of tracks are pretty close together. She went up into the dunes. We don't go up into the dunes here, so I don't know if that's a good one or not. It looks like a good one. It looks like it's all the way up by that palm tree up in there. It looks like a good crawl. Another nest over here. You know, these sea turtles come back to nest on the beach where they were born, where they hatched. Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty amazing, actually. They can travel thousands and thousands of miles and come back to where they were born. All the topless sable palms, the hurricanes over the years knocked their tops off. They're like totem poles. Our state tree, the sable palm. Whoa. Look at all these nests. I can't tell. It looks like 3 nests, maybe? 3 nests. All next to each other. Wow. That's pretty cool. 31, 46, 30. Look at that. Look how close together they all are. That is really cool. That is neat. Very, very cool. There's a lot of them back up in the dunes here. These girls made some really, really nice crawls coming back up into the trees. They did good. Our volunteers and the boss. It's hard for you to see here, but there's nests all the way up along here. Incredible. It's a beautiful sight to behold, my friends. A beautiful sight to behold. Our mama sea turtles. Keep them busy. The dads are doing their part too. Those sea turtles can come up as mamas maybe as many as 3 times in a nesting season. They just hang out there. It's like a big old romper room out there in the Gulf. All right, 5-minute warning. If you're thinking about sending some Facebook stars, now would be an awesome time to do that. See one little white ibis way up ahead of me, all by its lonesome little self. Usually you see those in big groups, those white ibises. Starting to get closer to civilization now. Look back down that beach. Paradise, my friends, paradise. Don't you think? Wouldn't you agree? Bad Bob. Bad Bob. Home safely. It was great seeing Bad Bob and Susan Dexter down here. I know Susan's trip didn't last near long enough, nor did Bob's. Pardon me, I got a cough. I'm sorry. Remember what I was saying about the ibis turning red, the orange turning red? Check out its beak and legs. Notice how red they're getting versus the orange color. I don't know if both sexes turn colors like that, or just the female or the male, I don't know. Here's a good look at one of our little ivies to wrap up this morning's walk. Cool, huh? All right, my friends, that's going to do it for our Sunday, Memorial Day weekend beach walk. Again, remember the reason for this holiday. Don't forget all of the brave men and women that fought and died for our freedom. May God bless them and their families, and God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. God bless America. I love this place. So proud to call it my home. Got one more thing I want to show you. A little edumacation here. A little bit of education. If you come across these on the beach, I'll show you here in a second. It's not a sea turtle nest. I didn't know what they were for years. I never bothered asking. But ask and you will learn. Just ask the turtle folks, and they're happy to tell you about our turtles and what's going on. What I would see, Looks like there's a new nest back there. Yes. I would see these little triangular things. I'm like, is that a different kind of sea turtle? Maybe a little green sea turtle because they're small. Is that a small turtle nest? No, you know what that is? That's actually like a heat sensor, like a thermometer that's buried in the sand. They monitor, the turtle folks monitor the temperature of the sand to determine that the temperature of the sand actually determines the sex of the turtles. I forget which way it is, but it has a lot to do with the sex. And this looks like, let's see if there's a new one. Yeah, this is one that I thought was a good one. Number 54. 54. Awesome. I think there's going to be another one down to the south. So we know we're up to 54. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Now that is going to do it for this morning's live feed. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Invite them into our beach family. Tell them about our beach walks. They're a great way to start your day. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. You got it. One nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.